Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. In the last episode, we were still working with Thaumcraft. We were trying to make we were trying to make the infusion go our way, and we placed down a node, and the node was good until I kind of accidentally did it. But everything is regenerating, which is good. Yeah, don't hold shift when you're drawing from these nodes, or else you'll draw everything from the node. Otherwise, you just leave it with one, and it will be guaranteed come back. So I accidentally deleted some of it, but doesn't seem to matter. It all came back, so cool. But yeah, so today we have some Thaumcraft set up, and this isn't the system that I'd normally like to have. But one of the big things with Thaumcraft is we are going to be making Applied Energistics. I have 3 quests completed. Okay, that quest we're not going to complete yet because I don't feel like it's fair. Oh yeah, and I never actually claimed these guys. Alright, cool. So, yes, so today we are going to get started with some more Thaumcraft stuff, and then we're going to move over to more, well, tech type stuff, power specifically. So hopefully that, I'm gonna put some more dirt around that just to be sure. Hopefully that Great Wood Sapling will grow and be good. I don't know if it will or not. I don't honestly remember the mechanics of these guys growing, so we're just gonna put dirt around it, and maybe it will grow. I've tried watering can it a little bit just to see what will happen, but no idea. Yeah, Great Wood Saplings are weird to an extent just because they don't like growing all that much. But anyways, today, like I said, we are going to try to get the infusion going so that we can make the Scholar's Lens. So, pretty much all we need to do right now is we need to get a couple of things. So I don't know if it's in the infusion part or not. It took so long to figure out how to get that altar active, but it is now. So what we need is warded jars. So we need some warded jars. These are just glass panes and slabs. So let's get like, I don't know, 6 or 12. I have 41. Let's get 10. And so we're going to need glass panes times 70. So let's get a bunch of glass panes. Cool. So there is exactly enough. And yeah, all we have to do is come over here. We're going to put on our armor. I'm going to take off the jetpack for now. And we're going to make some warded jars. Now this has enough stuff in it, but if we use this guy, we get even more discount, so might as well. So that is the warded jars. Now I'm going to want to scan these, but we can put them down first. That is fine. So we're just going to want to put these somewhere like right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll go ahead and scan these. Now, here's the thing with the warded jars. These guys are useful for providing essentia to the room, to the infusion. So this is part that we were kind of missing, and I just remembered what we were working on. We need to make some arcane alembics. That is the other thing we need. We need 2 or 3 of these things. I think I want to go with 3, depending on how bad the V filters are. I know we can make it with the silverwood planks, or we can make it with silk mesh. But we don't have that much string, so we're going to need to grow that silverwood sapling and chop it down. Now, silverwood does have an advantage. One, it is really rare sometimes to get saplings from this, so be warned, you might not get saplings all the time. and I just threw it back in here. The saplings rate of silverwood trees are pretty low. I actually want to grow it over here just to be sure. I kind of forgot about the string part, but that's not that big of an issue. So let's grow it like right here for right now. And I'll put some dirt around it as well. These aren't perfectly, like, these are decently sized trees as well, but they're not as big as the greatwood. So I think the watering can will work on it. I hope. Hopefully we can get one relatively quickly. Because bone meal I do not believe works. Is there a way to speed that up? Let's see if greatwood saplings from the sky. Yeah, don't need that, but the basic information should tell us a little bit about this. Yeah, not really. Okay. So our options right now is to wait, or we could try to get, there's a couple of different things that we could try to get to make this go faster, but we're gonna need a little bit of gold. So let's go grab some gold while we wait and hope and pray for some trees to grow. I don't know if there is a good way to make them grow faster. We can try bone meal. I don't believe bone meal works though. We're gonna need some gold and we're gonna need some iron. Anything else? Nope. Buckets. I'd rather just make more buckets. And while we're over here, I just want to see, we have 100 solar panels. That is a quest that we started a while ago, and I want to see, for the hoarding, we need 300, right? Yes, and those are submit. So solar panels, I never taught this how to make the third tier, did I? We could probably make a whole bunch of solar panels and get a bunch of power going, but I'm gonna wait on that for a reason. Mainly, I don't want to quite yet. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 3 buckets is all we need. All right, so let's try bone meal. Yeah, I can't even use bone meal on it. There is some other things I think I can do. I'm trying to remember. There is a Britannia flour that I believe we have to make anyway, so maybe we just go ahead and make that, and maybe it works, and maybe we won't have to wait as long. So let's look into that. I want to grab my Lexica Britannia, and I do believe that it is a quest as well. So where is it? Sky Farm. The agricultural flour helps grow crops even faster. Just keep them stocked with mana. And we'll get some other ones. So the Agricarnation. The Agricarnation is made with, okay, we need a Root of Spring, mana, couple mana petals, lime green and red it looks like, and then we need 2 lime. Alright, so this is not that difficult. We have a Root of Spring, so we might as well use it. We're gonna need a red. Let's just go in here and see petals. So we're gonna need red, yellow, green. We're also gonna need a piece of redstone for this guy to make the redstone root. And then we just need 3 lime. And a couple of these petals we have to throw into the mana pool, which we have a ton of mana, so who cares. Green and red, and then one of the limes. So do we have lime? We should have. We don't. Alright, well, I guess we are going to slowly walk because we don't have flight, so don't jump over the edge. Talking to myself because that would be bad. You lose everything when you jump over the edge. There is no gravestones or anything like that, so yeah, don't do it. And I believe I can just put this like right here, and then grab bone meal and just get white petals. That's right, that doesn't work. But it gives you more flowers, so just for the time being, we'll put this down. Put this guy here and bone meal him. Right click. And we need, oh, that's green. I don't want green, I want lime. Lime is up here. Alright, so now that I have the right flower, lime, and then we get 1, 2, and 3. Alright, cool. So we can put this away, we can put that away, we can put, yeah, that's it. That's all we're going to do. We're going to put those in the AE system, and then bone meal goes in here. Alright, let's get back and make this flour. So I don't actually know if this will work. I guess I should check the Lexica Britannia, but we're almost there anyway, so might as well see. But the agricarnation, nearby plant life to grow at a faster rate. So I'm going to assume that also means saplings, and I'm going to assume that also means Thaumcraft saplings. I don't know if that's true, but we can assume. And that's what I'm doing. So I missed. There we go. We have the lime, and now we just come over here. One, we can put this stuff away. We need some seeds, and we need a bucket of water. Now we are going to lose the Rune of Spring, but that's not that big of a deal. And with those seeds, and there's the agricarnation. So that should be a quest. And we're going to get another one. And that's pretty much it from that. But, oh, hey, wow, wrath cages. So, yeah, this can be bad. But this is something if we want to farm people, farm different mobs and whatnot. So, kind of cool. Also, there's an Enderman over there. Hey, Enderman. Come over here. I want to speak to you. I have something to speak to you about. It's called your death. Okay, you teleported over there. And now I don't know where you're at. That's a little terrifying. But hopefully you decided to go on a vacation and leave me alone. So, I want to get another mana pool. And actually, do we have a mana tablet? We have another mana pool. That one's easy. So something I want to make real quick, and I don't even know if it's a thing that we need, but I want a mana tablet. These guys are relatively cheap to make. Mana diamond, I think, is going to be the key. And then 8 living rock. A lot of this stuff will automate later, but mana tablet, cool. So all we have to do with this is throw it in here. And if we had the Wand of the Forest on us, which... Oh, I know where it's at. I know where it's at. It's in here. Yes, right here. With the Wand of the Forest, what we can do is we can go ahead and tell the mana pool, hey, transfer mana to the mana tablet. Now, I don't really need that much, so we're just going to take a second. But all this stuff should have plenty of mana in it. Yeah, the Dayblooms had some excess mana in them. So that's enough. And what we're going to do is we're just going to come over here. And do I have some more dirt? I do. We're going to put some dirt like right here. We're going to put an agricarnation. And we're going to give it a mana pool. And I want to make sure that it knows about it. Okay, it knows about it. And then we just say, hey, take tablet mana and throw it in the mana pool. And let's see if this works with the watering can. So we'll put it here just in case this will drain mana and make this grow faster. Otherwise, I don't know what's going to be the best way to get these things to grow. I don't believe you need a 2x2 or anything like that. But, you know, while we're waiting, let's see. What did I run out of life? Yeah. So I think it's 20 of these is another research that I'd like to get, which is basically how to get great wood saplings. And then this one is for the silverwood. We need void times 20. And I just want to see. That is nasty. These ethereal blooms are kind of nasty to make. And then this one's not as bad, but it takes a lot of stuff. So yeah, I really need to figure out how to grow these guys faster. And I don't know if there's any secrets to this or not. Honestly, it's one of those things that I'd like to kind of get this done with, but if I can't, I can't. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. So, we have 26 string. That's not nearly enough for any Arcane Olympics. How much string do we have in here? Because if we have a little bit more string, then... No, we just have the flame string, which unfortunately we can't use. I'm just trying to figure out a good way to make... I mean, cotton would be something that we could do. Bees will also give us string. Pulverizing wool. That is right. Didn't I do that? No. But I think I can. Let's actually teach the system. So, let's teach the system how to do this. Oh, cool. We get some ordo. That's nice. I'm still going to try to grow this guy, but for the time being, let's get some string another way. So I'm going to put some stuff away, clean up my inventory just a little bit, and I just want to see if this will grow our stuff or not. But I think that's good enough. All right, so we teach the system processing pattern that black wool equals string. How much is it? We could get 3 from Mana Infusion, we can get 4 from the Alchemic Chemistry set, or we can get 4 from Pulverizing. So it's 4. And we'll teach the system that, and we'll clear that out. And now we just need to come down here to the Pulverizer, and we'll tell it, hey, you can make string now. So let's craft like, I don't know, 100 string. And that's also going to give us some byproducts of ink sacs, but that's not a problem with me. I don't actually care. So let's also teach the system, because I'm lazy, how to make silk mesh. I believe silk mesh is used for a lot of things, so having some extra of that isn't necessarily a bad idea. So let's get, see, we're going to need 7 each. We want 3, so we need 21. So that's going to take a little bit of stuff. But we can also use this for, I believe, bees. We can make artificial hives, and then artificial hives we can use to get a scented hive. And I believe scented hives are how you get, yeah, more hives. And there's only a few that we can get from that, but it's definitely going to be worth it. So there's that. I'm just going to ignore the trees for now. And let's get the Arcane Olympics, excuse me. So we need 3 of these. And again, we're going to use the better wand. And then we put this here, buckets. Luckily, I know... actually, I don't. Okay, it takes gold. That's right. I was like, luckily, I know the recipe, but I didn't quite. Oh, this doesn't have enough water. So now we'll use this one. And we'll get all 3 Arcane Olympics. And what we do is we just pop these right on top of this guy. So 3 is the most you can have, and it's probably the most useful for this purpose. But now we need to do some infusion. So in order to infuse things, we need items. We need a base item to infuse. We need an item that we're infusing an item for one. We're going to be taking those items and infusing it with both the essentia and other items. So we need the other items and we need the essentia. So nothing too difficult. But the Scholar's Lens, if we look at how to make this, we need scribing tools, easy enough, entropy and ordo shards, a book, and a glass pane. Alright, so we can get all that. So glass pane. Once I get Applied Energistics over to that area, it'll be a lot easier to do a lot of this stuff. But scribing tools, we should be able to craft pretty easily. And then we need a book, which I should have or not, but I should be able to make a book pretty easily. I don't know why it does that thing, by the way. Oh, we need more paper. So sugar canes, we're getting plenty of these, so not like it's that much of an issue. You know what? I'm going to teach it. Sugar canes, make paper, and yeah, that's good enough. I don't have a reliable source of leather yet, so yeah, I don't want to do anything special with this quite yet. Once we have a little bit more reliable source of leather, then we can do this automatically, but until then, we will live. So the other thing we need is the essentia. So we need magic, cognito, and its senses. So because I haven't scanned all that much, I want to go ahead and scan this stuff, if I can, anyways. So the scribing tools, we should be able to. The glass pane, no, nothing can be learned. The book should have something. Maces, wow, and cognito. So, I believe paper should be good for, okay, cognito. So we're going to want, how much? 12. So we're going to want 16 paper. So let's get like 20 and 16. Now I'm doing this in terms of 8. And you'll see why soon enough. So let's grab some coal. Never scanned any coal. Can I scan coal? No. Nothing can be learned from coal. That's weird. But alright, so we have pretty much everything we need. So entropy shard and ordo shard. So these are the items that we're infusing. And now we need a couple more things. So we need these files. We have instrumentum, tellum, and ignis. None of those are going to be useful to us right now. But what we can do is we can put coal in here and we can start burning up paper. And that's going to give us cognito, but not much. What? So I'm trying to see, okay, what gives us cognito? I guess paper isn't one of those things. That's weird. Alright, let's just empty this out. So if we want to make this, we're going to need cognito. And this this version of JEI is really messed up with the Thaumcraft stuff. So knowledge fragments would be good. Zombie brains are also good. Knowledge fragments are really good though. Unfortunately, those are really kind of annoying to get. So we're gonna want some other things. So do we have mini brains? We do have a lot of brains. Alright, so let's get like 8 of those would be more than enough. So this should give us a lot of essence, and it shouldn't burn up quite so quickly, but it might. I don't know, we'll see. So okay, so this seems to be working a little bit better. So this fills up this is the essentia, and then it filters into where it needs to go. Now we're going to get some excess stuff, which is fine. We might use it later. Eventually, we're going to have this hooked up to a Applied Energistics system that whenever we put stuff in here, we'll get all the essence we need out. And we can kind of make it a little bit smart, but let's see. So since this is one that we're going to need a lot of, and glowstone, dandelion yellow, and ink sacs. Ink sacs is really good. All right, so let's kill a bunch of, well, let's get a bunch of ink sacs, and we might have to go kill some more squids, but let's get half a stack of these, and that'll be the next one we do. And then the last one we need is Precantatio, which is magic. This one should be pretty easy. Netherwort's not too bad. Blaze rods are good. Potions, basically anything from Thaumcraft is going to have a little bit of magic. What's going to be something good that we can use? I think if we can get some blaze rods. I don't know how many blaze rods we have. We have 28. We do have a blaze that we can spawn. Can we scan some blaze powder? I want to see what this has. Nothing. Alright. We don't have many blaze rods, so blaze rods might be the best. Let's get like 16 of these. And we need 12, so that will be more than enough. So we're going to cook up all this stuff, and what we can do is we can take the glass files that we have, and we can grab 8 at a time of the essence. And that's why I do in terms of 8. So ink sacs are next. These will go pretty quickly, and it will put it all in there. Don't need the exanimus, don't need the corpus, but we're going to use cognito. So we put these in here, and basically this guy will be able to see it. So if we want to make this, we're going to need, I think it was the glass pane in the center. Yes, so the glass pane goes in the center, and then the other 4 items need to be kind of symmetrical. That is key to this. There needs to be some symmetry to this. So the shards can go like this, and then the book can go here with the scribing tools here. Now this will give us some sense of symmetry, and basically how infusions work. Bad things can happen. That's what the negligible means right here. That is the instability of the infusion. The higher that is, if it's dangerous or something like that, the worse things are going to be. Since that's pretty low, we shouldn't have to worry about any other precautions. But I do a few things very specifically for this. But basically what's going to happen, you'll see here in a moment, and if you've seen any infusion, it's the same as it's always been, pretty much. But the big thing is, if you're new to Thaumcraft infusions, basically bad things can happen. Items can get knocked off of the pedestals, which means that they can't be infused, so you have to put them back. So sometimes I carry like extras of the items. I'm not going to today, just because I don't think this one's going to be too bad. And we can honestly probably get started already, because I think it was census that needed 24. But so items can get knocked off, they can get destroyed, which is the bad thing that you don't want happening. You could get shocked, or there's a couple other things, and basically what it does is delays the infusion. The longer the infusion goes, delayed waiting for something, the worse it's going to be. And typically whenever anything goes bad, it will require more of this stuff, the essentia. So we don't want that. Alright, that is still filtering out fire probably. I'm not going to worry about that right now, but we're going to put that in there. Hey, the silverwood tree grew, finally. So we have silverwood. We're going to scan a lot of this stuff. Now there's also a node in the center, as you can see. There's also darkness on here. as I can see. So this is a silverwood tree. Super useful thing. We will get to that later. So anyways, I like to keep blocks on my bar. I like to keep an empty hand, and I usually like to position myself somewhere where I can see all the items. So this is good enough. Now all you have to do is right click, and then it activates. And as you can see, it will start drawing the essentia. And later this is going to be all through our Applied Energistics system. It's going to make things a lot nicer. It's going to make things a lot easier. And I can't wait. So it's drawing all the essentia. If we actually look at this, we can see that it's getting all the stuff and what it needs essentia wise. And then as soon as it draws the essentia, it will start pulling the items in. So that's infusing that glass pane with all of these items, and it just knocked that one off. So it might get mad at me for a second. Yeah, so it needed a little bit more senses to complete, just because it knocked that item off. But there is the Scholar's Lens, which we're going to immediately throw on the ground and scan. Cool. So I don't actually know how this works. Do I right click it? Do I craft it? But alright, we have the Scholar's Lens now. I need to figure out how this works. Supposedly, this will allow us to not have to worry about scanning things ever again. 3 minus 4 equals warp? Okay, I don't know what that's talking about. It's Thermic Horizons, I believe. Yeah, these guys. So arcane lenses, goggles of revealing. Lenses can be, okay, V key. Scholar's Lens. So we can't learn anything from a lot of stuff, but basically this is going to allow us to scan anything pretty quickly, actually. So what we can do is hopefully it doesn't get too annoying with a lot of the, like, we're using stone bricks, so I'll probably switch it out every once in a while. But what we can do is we can take, like, the biofuel generator and throw it on the ground, and it scans it. Bioreactor. And we're gonna get a lot of stuff from this. So I can just kind of go through this. Anything, if I turn this to stored item, so adventures, and just kind of take out whatever we can, and just throw it all on the ground. And see what we can learn. So this is a little bit better. I don't have to actually like hit anything, but it is still a little slow, I guess, and a little annoying. So we've already scanned amber. Angry zombie head, can we scan that? We can. Ancient spores. So what I can do is I can go ahead and scan basically my entire inventory. Don't know that I'm going to right now, but it's something that we can do. And then I can turn it off with V, I think, or just take them off. So that part is pretty much done. We have more Thaumcraft stuff, and I do believe that is also a quest. I forgot about that. We are doing quests, aren't we? So Thaumaturgy, 3 quests. Wow. So we have Scholar's Lens, which we're also gonna get the Illumin Lens. All right, I have no idea what that one does. First such lens. Oh, so night vision. Okay, cool. There's also a couple other lenses. X-ray spectacles, second sight. Okay. Let's see, jar. We're going to get some jar labels. It's not going to be super useful, to be honest. And then distillation, we're going to get some ethereal essence. That is really nice, actually. Jar labels. We can scan. Really, nothing can be learned from those. That's surprising. Alright, cool. So we'll just switch those. Stop that annoying sound, and I'm going to throw this stuff in here. Like I said, one of the next things I'm going to start working towards is getting Thaumcraft a little bit more Applied Energistics. Basically automating things a little bit better. So in order to do that, what we're going to want, so the next thing we're going to do is I want to see, do we have an export? No, we don't have an export bus. I want to get an export bus. These should not be that difficult to make. We just need a piston, which I can craft pretty easily. Cool. So we have an export bus. Now we're also going to want some ME glass cables. Let's get like 30 of those. Missing fluix. Doesn't this know how to craft fluix? It does. I need to change that recipe, because the ME glass cable doesn't require pure fluix. So just put that right here and do that. Cool. So that should fix that. Now we can tell this, hey, make me like, I don't know, 100 glass. Okay, we can't do 100. Make me like 50. No. Make me like 30. Okay, you can do 30. So we want some glass cable. And the last thing we're going to want is this crafting card. I don't believe, no. But I do believe we're going to need the crafting, crafting table. And we need one of these guys, so we're going to need a calculation processor. We're also going to need a crafting table, which we can go ahead and tell this to make. We have no processors, so let's just wait. What are we working on? So we're still working on that. And this is crafting, so it'll take just a second. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to take the epic bacon. We don't have many of these. Actually, I don't need a crafting card. Never mind. I forget about that one. We're just going to need some ME glass cable. That should be enough. And didn't I make some production speed? I did. I thought I did. So we have our jetpack on. Let's fly over here. I don't have much power, so I'm going to want to not do too much with this. But what we're going to want to do is, how full is this guy? Not too bad. These guys are super slow. And this filled up with other things. So, red, green, blue, orange, we need yellow. And we can make a bunch of epic bacon. And that was actually backed up a little bit, so what we're going to do is upgrade these stack up to 8, so we need 7 each. And I wonder, can I just... I think I miscounted. 56 times... we needed 7 more, and it's 8. Yeah. Doesn't stack well. That's fine. And we have some excess power, just in case. So how is this doing? We are running out of the floral. So we need to fix this a little bit. And I'm trying to think of what's going to be the best way to do that. We'll figure that one out later. For now, it's going to be okay. So what we are going to want to do is we want to set up our Culinary Generator. That is going to give us a ton, and I mean an absolute ton of power. The question though is where to set it up, because we don't really have that many channels. And honestly, I think we're just going to put it in the air. So we'll do something like this. Break that for a second. Let's go grab our Culinary Generator. So this guy is still doing just fine, powering all this stuff. We take those guys, and we're going to put the Culinary Generator right here. And we're going to put an export bus on it, and then this. And what we're going to export in here is Epic Bacon. Now this generates a lot of power, but what we should see is eventually this is going to fill up with much more stuff. And what we can do is we can probably go ahead and activate this again, which will allow all these machines to go again, because this guy, as long as he has power, produces almost 4,000 RF per tick, which is not too bad. So I think one of the next things I want to work on is going to be, we're going to do some reworking with Applied Energistics. And basically we're going to kind of rework how our infrastructure is set up a little bit. I want to have a nice large power source down here, and then all the power generation down here, rather than all of, we might keep the auto crafting down here, I don't know. But we're going to take the controllers and we're going to move them upstairs, because that makes more sense. So as you can see, this is going to get more stuff. We can increase that with some acceleration cards. And I need to figure out how to make the other side better. What we could do, instead of having the cyclic assembler down there, have it down here, put an export bus on it, and make it a little bit better. Because I think that would be better. But we have quite a bit of Epic Bacon now, so we're doing a lot better on that front. So before we do anything else, I will be honest, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode off here in a moment. But before we do, because I need to figure out what I want to do with that system over there, I think the best way is going to be exporting the components for the Epic Bacon into a I think exporting the components into the cyclic assembler rather than having it all be done over there is going to be better. So what we'll do is we'll just move the cyclic assembler over here. And I think the next thing I want to do is I want to kind of build up this house a little bit. Hey, the great witch tree finally grew. That's also really nice. But I think we're going to build up this house a little bit more and move the bed over and all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm going to do some building off camera, but before we go, let's pick a quest and do it. So assembly line. Auto magic meat packaging. I believe this will probably give us some more stuff. So auto brewer and auto disenchanter. Let's make those two machines and then call the episode. So auto brewer, auto disenchanter. Alright, so the auto disenchanter, let's see what we have. Not much. Alright, books we can do. 1, 2. There we go. We're going to need, let's see, machine frame. Both of these require machine frame, so let's get 2 machine frames. We're also going to need some nether brick, which, do we have? We have a little bit of netherrack, so for these we'll make nether brick. Or we could use some soul sand as well. Do we have a lot of soul sand? No, we have none. Actually, we have some over there, but it's not hooked up to our system. That's the other thing I want to start working on is we'll have auto crafting under here, I think. I don't really want to move the oh, let's go downstairs and look, because I want to kind of talk about this a little bit. This stuff I can move. This stuff wouldn't be bad to move. This auto processing for Applied Energistics would be pretty easy to deal with. Other than the fact that I would need more... Sorry for the snowplow in the background. I'm sure you can probably hear that. Other than the fact that I probably need more... I need to get this into the system somehow. But honestly, having a singular interface down here wouldn't be a bad idea anyways. So this is almost full power, which is nice, because that's a nice backstop. Actually, it's running out of power. We're draining too much power from this. So, wow. That makes so much stuff. So yeah, we're going to turn this off again and just let it kind of sit and go for a bit. Yeah, this makes so much stuff so quickly. So this is a great way to get more everything. But anyways, what I was saying is this auto stuff we could probably move if we wanted to. I think some of it we will, like this. The auto crafting stuff we'll do, but maybe not the machines. I just don't like how some of this is positioned, so I might move it around just a little bit. We'll see. Honestly, we could move this and make it a little bit more compact and all that kind of stuff. But some of that stuff I'll do off camera, some of it I won't. But anyways, for a lot of this stuff, there's a couple other things that I want. This lava production can probably disappear here soon. But I want to bring more of the automated systems over. Not necessarily the wood, but maybe. I don't know where I'd want to put that, though. Maybe over here. I don't know. But at the very least, we'd want to tesseract it over here rather than leave it over there. Just because I think that makes the most sense. But anyways, let's take a lot of sand out of there. And let's go get these two things crafted so that we can end the episode and I can kind of plan things out and start working on some other things. So we need a nether brick. Easy enough. Throw the sand in there. And we should have pretty much everything. So this requires a reception. They both require a reception coil. So let's make 2 of these. And we should be able to make the Otto Disenchanter. There we go. Cool. Easy enough. And the Otto Brewer, we are missing 2 redstone repeaters. So we're going to need 4 redstone torches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeaters. 1, 2. And a brewing stand. Easy enough. And I think that was everything. And there's the Otto Brewer. So these are machines that you can use mob essence to do things with. Cool. So let's climb a reward, and there's nothing there. I guess we'd have to do the meat packager. Packer, rather. We'll get to that later, but I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode off here. Next time, we're going to mess around with Applied Energistics a little bit, try and rearrange it a little. I make the house look a little bit nicer, bring some more stuff in, and I think what I want to do is continue on with quests. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!